In the land of Valora, where magic shimmered in every breeze and spirits walked among humans, there was a legend of a warrior whose name alone could make mountains quake, Naksu the Soul Blade. Once, she had been the fiercest mage assassin in all of Valora, feared for her skill and unmatched power. People whispered her name as both warning and wonder, for she could slice through fate itself with a single strike. But one day, she vanished from the world without a sound, and the winds carried her memory like falling leaves. For 1,000 years, Valora enjoyed peace. The rivers flowed clear, the temples radiated harmony, and the magic of the land stayed in balance. Many forgot Naksu's final battle, the one that shook even the heavens, and many thought her merely a myth told by firelight. Yet in the hidden valley of Sira, where ancient spirits still hummed in the roots of the black oak trees, something began to stir. On the night of 3 moons, a rare cosmic event said to thin the veil between life and the spirit world, a quiet tremor rippled through Sira. The ground glowed with soft silver runes, and the wind whispered an old song of return and reckoning. From the heart of a hollowed stone tomb came a shimmer of light, like a star being born in darkness. A figure emerged, wrapped in a haze of violet flame. It was Naksu, but not as she once was. Her hair was streaked with starlight, her eyes burned with ancient fire and sorrow. The blade she once wielded was now woven with spirit energy, singing with every heartbeat. With each step she took, the earth breathed, as if waking from a dream. Villagers nearby saw the stars flicker and felt their hearts pull toward her, drawn by a force both beautiful and terrifying. At the edge of Valora's capital, the Hall of Mages sensed her rise. Masters and apprentices alike felt a cold ripple across their souls, like a calling they could neither ignore nor fully understand. Among them stood Leon, a young but gifted mage whose power was said to be woven from the moon's own glow. When the hall's seers spoke her name, Naksu, Leon's breath caught in his chest. He had heard the old stories, from his grandmother's lullabies to the ancient scrolls he studied by candlelight. But Naksu's return was not a simple awakening of an old hero. As she stepped into the world she left behind, shadows gathered at the edges of her spirit. Something had changed deep within her soul, a silent storm that twisted every memory she held dear. She could not remember why she fought, only that a promise pulsed within her chest like a heartbeat of flame, a promise long forgotten, yet calling her home. Meanwhile, whispers spread throughout Valora of disturbances in the spirit planes, the bridge between mortal life and the realms beyond. Lost spirits wandered back through the veils of night, drawn by Naksu's return. Some sought answers, some sought vengeance, but all felt her power like a tide beneath full moons. The elders warned that when the soul blade walks again, the balance of all magic must follow her, whether for light or for rumor. In the ancient temple atop Mount Haros, the oldest oracle trembled as she read the signs carved in sacred ice. "The one who sleeps between worlds shall rise with the 3 moons," she whispered to gathered acolytes, her voice quaking like falling ice shards. But she comes carrying not just power, but fate itself. Far below, on the plains of Valora, Naksu lifted her head toward the sky, breathing in the silver wind. Memories flickered in her mind like dying stars, flashes of love, pain, loss, and destiny. A single question burned brighter than all. Why have I returned? And in that silent moment of twilight and wonder, every living soul in Valora, from the highest mage to the simplest farmer, felt the world hold its breath. For the return of Naksu was not an echo of the past, it was the beginning of a new legend.